So ladies and gentlemen, again, good evening and welcome to the Night of Champions. Our catering staff has informed me that we're ready to start dinner this evening. And what we're going to do there is we're going to ask each of you to go ahead and seat at your table, and then our catering staff will release us table by table in the most methodically expedient fashion for the wonderful dining that we have here this evening. So if you would, grab your chair. I'm going to release my friends here at the Clayton House. They're going to come walk through, grab a plate. We're going to go one side on each buffet line, and our friends from the Clayton House will be serving us. Just let them know what you're interested in, and they'll make sure that you're smiling when you get to there and go back to the table. Again, good evening and welcome. Thanks so much. Dinner will be served momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll do me a favor, look around your seating area. I'm looking for a misplaced purse. It's a small zebra-styled clutch. If you see that there, if you would bring it back to the cameraman sitting at the tripod, standing on the most visibly area here. If you just take a look around there, I'm missing a small zebra clutch. If you would, and if you find it, bring it back to the cameraman. That would be appreciated. Thanks so much. Ladies and gentlemen, our missing clutch has been found. Thank you. So just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in line, you might want to take one last look at the silent auction if you're chasing something on there. We got about 3 minutes left to go on our silent auction. 3 minutes left to go. I'll give you a countdown as we get ready to close it here momentarily. Thank you. Been told we've got 3 items that had no opening bid. They're going to lower the price on those 3 items only. So take a look on your phone, ladies and gentlemen. Those will be there momentarily as we get ready to close our silent auction. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to say thanks again to each and every one of you for your thoughtful consideration on our silent auction, and thanks to each and every one of our donors. The silent auction is now closed. You can check to see if you're a winner, and then later throughout the course of this evening, come and visit with our One Cause checkout, and I'll make sure that they process that for you as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your indulgence as we continue to have a wonderful time here at the Clayton House and dinner, and get ready for this night's program, Honorees, and our live auction and fund mission. Thanks so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we just wanted to say thank you. We know it's a little bit longer than normal, but we are following the COVID catering guidelines, which limits us to one side of the table. So we just want to say thanks so much for your patience and support. We do appreciate it. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, good evening and welcome to the Night of Champions. We're glad each and every one of you are here with us. Thanks for your patience. We hope you're enjoying your dinner, but we want to get the program good and sensitive to everybody's time as well. It's my pleasure at this time. If you would help me, welcome to the stage our Executive Director, Miss Mary Ryan, ladies and gentlemen. Mary?
I don't know if you can hear me or not. Hello. Thank you, Christian. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome all of you in person this evening. It's a wonderful feeling, isn't it? It feels so good. Thank you. The foundation is dedicated to finding cures and improving the quality of life for millions of Americans, children and adults living with inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, including 70,000 Arizonans right here in our state. And by joining us, you are helping us lead the charge for our community in the fight against Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. We also welcome our guests joining us from home via our live stream. There's a camera in the background. Thank you for joining us from home, everyone. Many thanks to our platinum and streaming sponsor, Takeda. So I'm going to ask you to please turn your attention to the screen for a special message from Takeda.
GI diseases are rising in prevalence, yet significant unmet needs remain for many patients. Throughout Takeda's decades-long history in GI, we have kept these patients at the center of everything we do. We push boundaries and work across modalities with a focus on inflammatory bowel disease, short bowel syndrome, and motility and esophageal disorders to take on the most complex GI conditions and most neglected patient needs. For us, success is about supporting patients through their experience with GI diseases in ways that matter most to them. Takeda is shaping the future of gastroenterology.
Again, many thanks to Takeda for being our platinum and live streaming sponsor this evening. We're so glad that you can be with us. The Night of Champions Committee has a fabulous and inspiring program in store for you this evening. We are thrilled to be honoring our 2021 Champions of Mission, whom you will meet shortly, and celebrate our IBD community, healthcare professionals and caregivers, and a very special award we are presenting for the first time, the Lifetime Achievement Award to Mrs. Lisa Jackson, for her over 16 years of service to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and specifically our local chapter. Inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, is incredibly complex and challenging to understand and treat, not to mention to develop cures. Solutions are not a one-size-fits-all, and I know many of you in this room are intimately aware of that. That's why each individual with IBD is at the center of everything that we do at the foundation. Patient needs drive our decision-making, and we are impatient, and that's why we are focusing our investments to develop precision medicine, strategies for treating this disease, catalyze research in new areas, and invest in novel technologies that will improve our patients' quality of life. And the foundation, I'm really proud of this and as employee, the foundation has been involved in every advancement in the understanding and treatment of IBD since our founding over 50 years ago. So thank you for all of your support. Last year, I know we can all relate, our world changed in unimaginable ways, and we've continued to feel the effects this year. But despite the challenges we've collectively faced, you have decided to join us here this evening to demonstrate your unwavering support for millions of IBD patients during their time of need. When COVID hit the United States, the community turned to us in greater numbers than ever. We rapidly developed new resources and became the hub of information about COVID-19 and IBD, and our resources reached over 1 million people in 2020, both healthcare providers, patients, and caregivers. All this is possible because of your support, and for that we are so incredibly grateful. Both nationally and locally in Arizona, we experienced many wins for our mission in 2020. Locally, I witnessed the incredible focus, determination, and commitment of our volunteers. The 2020 Night of Champions, held virtually a year ago this week, was the most successful foundation special event in the country of over 80 events. And I'm not surprised. The laser focus, yes, the laser focus and commitment of our committee, led by our chair, Julie Box, was unwavering. I'm so impressed and inspired by all of our volunteers. Thank you. I would also like to thank at this time my team member, Lene Stoner, for being my better work half, as I call her, and for bringing her amazing talent and commitment to our mission each and every day. Lene, you are appreciated by our entire staff and volunteer team, both locally and nationally. Yes, thank you, Lene. Two incredible heroes from the 2020 Night of Champions a year ago were our honorees, Dr. David Tesler and Mr. Lance Wilson. Yeah. So flip back the calendar a bit. At the time they accepted their nominations for Champion of Mission for this event, we were still planning an in-person event. Both of these volunteers stood with us every step of our journey last year as we navigated our new reality and were recognized virtually during our streaming program a year ago. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce both of these champions this evening, where we can properly honor and thank you in person. Dr. David Tesler is a gastroenterologist at Central Arizona Medical Associates in Mesa. He is a fellow of the American College of Gastroenterology and a fellow of the American College of Osteopathic Internists. Since starting practice in Arizona, he has been committed to the treatment of patients with inflammatory bowel disease. Dr. Kessler has been involved with the foundation since 2013 and has served as the co-chair of the Chapter Medical Advisory Committee here in Arizona since 2017. He also served on committees for the American College of Gastroenterology, along with both committees and boards for other nonprofits and organizations in the community, and currently serves as a medical director of Central Arizona Endoscopy. He has lived in Arizona since 2005 with his wife, Mary, here with him this evening, and his two children, Evan and Sarah. Dr. Tesler has been a loyal supporter and a volunteer for the Arizona chapter and a true champion of mission for patients with IBD. This September, he participated in the foundation's Team Challenge, cycling 50 miles in Day of the Tread in Albuquerque, New Mexico, raising $7,000 in support of IBD research and programs. This truly demonstrates a respect and appreciation of your peers and patients, Dr. Tesler. It is an honor to recognize you as a healthcare champion of mission and welcome you to the stage. And again, congratulations and thank you. And again, so happy to be recognizing you in person, Dr. Tesler.
Good evening, everyone. I accepted this award last year, so I'm not going to give my full speech again, but I am going to use this couple minutes just to talk briefly about Team Challenge. For any of you who are not familiar with it, it's one of the fundraising arms of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and they do a lot of events like hiking and bicycling like I did, and running and Ironmans, and I would really encourage any of you who are considering it to get involved in it. I don't know what I thought. I guess I thought it would be mostly families, parents, siblings, and there were some of those, but the number of patients who were on our team, there were 27 of us, and they rode 100 miles. Some of them had colostomy bags. Some of them had bowel obstructions within the recent 2 weeks before. It just kind of blew my mind. I guess I don't think about all those kind of things. What you can eat, can you drink Gatorade? I mean, these are things that people who are not patients, people who do not have IBD don't think about. And to hear the things that they go through just to bike ride. Their routes have to pass by their house, so they know there's a bathroom nearby. I don't think about where I'm going to go to the bathroom on a bike ride. And it really blew my mind, the way that they pushed their bodies to do things they didn't think they could to prove to themselves that life can be normal again. So I would strongly encourage any of you who are considering it, get involved. It's almost like a family to them, the way they interact with the other riders from all over the country. And it's really a good way, besides the fact that we raised over $150,000 as a team, something to consider. It really was, for me, almost a life-changing event. And that's someone who knows about IBD patients, and it still kind of blew me away. I'm amazed every day by their dedication to the cause and what they were willing to do and go through on their own. But for tonight, I want to say thank you very much. It was great to be recognized last year and wonderful to be recognized in person and to be here with so many good friends. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tesler. We appreciate all of your support. So next, we are going to recognize our patient champion of mission from 2020, Mr. Lance Wilson. Yes. Lance's journey with Crohn's disease started early in life. Growing up in Tempe, Arizona, he knew at a young age that things were just not right physically. 20 years ago, Lance was diagnosed with severe Crohn's disease with fistula, a diagnosis only 15% of Crohn's disease patients developed, and one of the disease's most severe symptoms. A graduate of both McClintock High School and Arizona State University, he has had a successful 20-year career in animal health sales and veterinary medicine. His interests, which are many, outside of work, include helping others, health and fitness, yoga, travel, snow skiing, live music, kayak paddleboarding, biking, and hiking. If you follow him on social media, you'll become as exhausted as I do following him. He's very active. During Lance's journey with IBD, he's been a dedicated and proactive learner of living with Crohn's disease, the various medical and natural treatment options available, and other lifestyle techniques to manage this chronic and unpredictable disease. Lance has been a longtime volunteer for the Foundation, devoted to the mission of the organization and helping his fellow Crohnies and IBD community navigate life with a chronic illness and living life to its fullest. Locally, Lance has participated and raised money in numerous Take Steps walks, local education programs, and with the Night of Champions as our entertainment chair. So many thanks to Lance for bringing us Natalie and the Sweet Talkers this evening. It's been wonderful. And especially during our virtual world of 2020 a year ago, Lance recruited his brother, Robin Wilson, of our local fan favorite, the Gin Blossoms, to record several songs that were used in Foundation special events across the country. Please join me in recognizing the 2020 Patient Champion of Mission, Mr. Lance Wilson.
Thank you very much, Mary, and thank you to Lene and Kara and my other teammates that help us organize this event. And thank you all for coming out. It means a lot. This is really cool. Thank you all.
Thanks, Lance. You're such an inspiration. He's an incredible long-term supporter. Additionally, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize and acknowledge our previous champions of mission in the audience this evening. From our 2018 event, our caregiver, Mrs. Shannon Gropenbacher. Thank you, Shannon. And our healthcare provider, Dr. Brad Pasternak. Thank you. Now, I'll ask you to please turn your attention to the screen, and let's take a look into the lives of Crohn's and colitis patients and how IBD has impacted them and how the Foundation is helping in their disease journey. And you may see a familiar face. Thank you.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in November 2015.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's in 2008.
Ulcerative colitis in January 2019.
In 2019, when I was only 7 years old.
In August 2002, when I was 17 years old.
I don't know what life is like without Crohn's.
This disease can occur at any age and is a lifelong disease without any cure. It's particularly impactful in children because we know that being diagnosed at such a young age, they're going to have a long burden of disease. They're going to have disease over their entire lifespan.
My symptoms were nausea, vomiting, extreme stomach pain,
fatigue, neuropathy, and joint pain, and also back pain.
When I was in 5th grade that I really stopped gaining any weight.
8-year-old B was not too worried about the limitations that the disease could potentially impose. I was more worried about not being able to play tag with my friends.
We see kids admitted to the hospital all the time with complications of this disease, including weight loss and poor growth and anemia, requiring blood products, requiring different medications, reevaluation, and unfortunately often requiring surgery. One of the challenges of treating and really taking care of a lot of kids with inflammatory bowel disease is saying some of the things like, we don't have a cure for this. We don't have a treatment that works in everybody.
I remember my parents reaching out to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. You can find resources, educational materials, and really build a family within the Crohn's and Colitis community. And it's a place where you can truly find the support that you need that you might not be able to find somewhere else.
Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been a vital partner in our pediatric practice.
The foundation provides patients with a platform. Every patient has a voice, but not every patient has a platform.
I'm very grateful for the foundation because they've helped me go through everything, and they've helped me understand that I will be able to enjoy it by helping people with it. I'm not scared anymore.
The research that the foundation is doing is the step in finding new treatments for IBD or a cure for IBD.
The foundation's research is really important because we need a cure.
Okay, I'm going to try to not ugly cry after that video. My name is Julie Box, and I'm the chair for this evening. It's stories like this that really tug at my heartstrings. My son Brady was diagnosed when he was 12. He is now 25, and he's doing great. He actually is in Nashville at his best friend's bachelor party right now, so hopefully he's hydrating and not drinking too much. Tonight would not be possible if it weren't for our absolutely wonderful sponsors that have just come together and created a real community here for us. I'd like to thank our 2021 title sponsor, Valley Toyota Dealers, and a special Toyota dealer, Brent Burge, from Burge Toyota, who championed to all the rest of the Valley Toyota dealers to become our title sponsor tonight. So thank you so much, Brent. Our platinum and streaming sponsor, Takeda, just as Mary had said earlier. Our silver sponsors, AbbVie, Mayo Clinic, and the Quintel family. Our bronze sponsors, Buchalter, the law offices of Florence Broomer, BMO Harris Wealth Management, Dignity Health, Janssen, Pfizer, and Phoenix Children's Hospital. I'd also like to thank our table hosts this evening, Theo and Kara Evans, Carl and Ann Fry, Steve and Rebecca Gebbing, Rick and Lisa Jackson, Greg and Sherry Kinman, Jamie and Cindy Rosenthal, Dr. David and Mary Tesler, and Whitman Jackson. As many of you know, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation is a volunteer-driven organization, and we are grateful to our local volunteer leadership team for this evening. For without this group of passionate, dedicated, and talented individuals, this event would not have taken place. It is my sincere thanks. I'd like to introduce you to the 2021 Night of Champions Committee, and if you would please stand, I would really appreciate it. Lori Karen, Kara Evans, Lisa Jackson, Chelsea Dam, Wendy Johnson, Sherry Kinman, Abby Schindler, Julie Weinstein, and of course Lance Wilson, our entertainment chair. Finally, I'd like to thank all of the generous donors for our live and silent auctions. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Tesler back up to introduce our first champion of mission.
Thank you, Julie. In celebration of those who are helping make a difference, I am pleased to introduce our first award recipient this evening, Dr. Russell High, 2021 Healthcare Champion of Mission. Dr. High is an Associate Professor of Medicine at the Mayo Clinic and visiting Associate Professor from the State University of New York, Binghamton School of Pharmacy. He's currently the Medical Director of Legislative Affairs at the Mayo Clinic, Arizona. Dr. High has held multiple senior leadership positions that include serving on the executive management team at the Mayo Clinic Foundation. He's Vice Chair of the Board of Governors of the Mayo Clinic of Arizona and founding Medical Director of Mayo Clinic Care Network in the Southwest. Dr. High's clinical practice is primarily focused on helping patients with inflammatory bowel disease, where he is faculty in the Inflammatory Bowel Disease Clinic at the Mayo Clinic in Arizona. He's an investigator on inflammatory bowel disease, capsule endoscopy, colorectal neoplasia, and chemoprevention studies. Dr. High helped develop what is now Cologuard, a non-invasive exam using DNA and other markers to screen for lesions in the GI tract, and is now working on the next generation test. Dr. High regularly speaks on inflammatory bowel disease and has taught at programs around the United States and in multiple other countries. Dr. High has been recognized with the Outstanding Faculty Award by the Mayo Clinic School of Continuing Professional Development. Dr. High was elected by his peers for 2 terms as the governor for Arizona Board of Governors, American College of Gastroenterology. He's a fellow of the American College of Physicians, American College of Gastroenterology, American Gastroenterological Association, and the American Society of Gastrointestinal Endoscopy. Dr. High is a professional member of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America and has played a part in many of their events. His peers at Mayo share that Dr. High refers all patients to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, uses cutting-edge therapy as soon as science supports it, goes to international IBD meetings to bring new ideas to help his patients, sees patients from all over the world with challenging IBD problems, and mentors fellows in the IBD and GI fields. I have a special message from Wendy, a patient of Dr. High's, who is also a chapter leadership volunteer with the Arizona chapter. And I'm reading you what she actually said. Since being diagnosed in 1983 with Crohn's disease, Dr. High was the first doctor who gave me hope that there were treatments other than surgeries to put me in remission. Dr. High, you have been my rock for the past 10 years, and I thank you for the bottom of my heart for saving my life by providing me with so much care, compassion, and determination so that I could live a normal life for the first time. It is my honor to present Dr. Russell High with the 2021 Healthcare Professional Champion of Mission Award.
Thank you. That's a good one. I think I'm going to put it here. Thank you very much, Dr. Tesler, and thank you all. I'm supposed to speak after an introduction like that. That's a tough act to follow. Anyway, I am honored and humbled to receive this award tonight. The real heroes, however, the real heroes are those suffering with inflammatory bowel disease and their very supportive family. The real heroes are also those who work tirelessly with the CCFA to make the mission a reality. I do send every one of my patients to the CCFA website for objective information and help from this fantastic organization. So what I'm going to do in the very few minutes that I have here tonight is tell you just a little bit about my journey, give you a glimpse of the wonderful and very exciting future ahead for helping patients with inflammatory bowel disease, and thank my incredibly supportive family that's enabled me to be here tonight. So you heard a lot about my career from Dr. Tesler. One thing that you may not know about me is that the highlight, I went to medical school up in Syracuse, New York. The highlight of my medical school career was when my friends and I decided to put on a holiday party. And I was the bartender. And this pretty young woman in a pink sweater came up and asked for a Diet Coke. Today, 41 years later, she's sitting right there. That's my wife, Sue. Was released for Crohn's disease. Sister medicines related to Stelara will be available very soon. Risankizumab is on the market today for psoriasis. Guselkumab is on the market today for psoriatic arthritis, and studies show they work in Crohn's, and it's only a matter of time until cross-use occurs. A sister medicine to Xeljanz is called upadacitinib, and it's on the market today for rheumatoid arthritis. Cross-use will be here soon for Crohn's. Another sister of Xeljanz, filgotinib, was approved in Europe for Crohn's disease, and once it's approved for safe for Europeans, the United States Food and Drug Administration may consider it. Anyway, I'd encourage anyone interested in these to check out our CCFA website for a wonderful directory of clinical trials that are available. Now, sitting at the table over there is my wonderful family who means the world to me. Susan and I will be celebrating our 39th anniversary this year. Susan has done an amazing job of bringing up our children, sometimes when I could not be there, and being the glue of love that keeps our family together as a wife, mother, and grandmother. My father-in-law, Marvin, has been a true father to me. We are blessed to have 3 daughters, Sharon, Evelyn, and Jessica, who we are incredibly proud of. Over the years, I was asked if we were going to try for a boy. I always said, no, we are delighted with our family, and someday maybe I'll be blessed with my daughters finding spouses. Well, we've been immeasurably blessed by Craig, Daniel, and David. Our son-in-laws are men of character and share in their love for my daughters, family values, and are wonderful people. And I want to close with just one very, very simple, very short story. When I joined Mayo Clinic, the GI doctors were on call for 3 weeks at a time. And one of many Thanksgivings that I was on call, we had a house full of extended family. And Susan and my then teenage daughters had been preparing for many days. Just as we were taking the turkey out of the oven, my pager goes off. It was our emergency department who needed me to help with a patient with a foreign body. Turkey stuck in the esophagus. So I tell the family the situation, I advise them to enjoy the wonderful meal that my family had worked so hard for, and I'll catch up a little later. So I called our endoscopy nurse in, I went into the hospital, and in the emergency department, we cleared the esophagus of the blockage. I returned home about 2.5 hours later. To my great surprise, the turkey was still there, staying warm in the oven and ready for me to carve it. My family had waited for me. They waited, and they were hugs. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you again, Dr. High. Greatly appreciate all you've done to raise support and awareness for the entire IBD community. We greatly appreciate you and all the work you've done. And I'm here to honor my mom, Lisa Jackson, the incredible woman that she is and all she's done for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. It's truly incredible, all she's done for me. I mean, I wouldn't be here without her in more ways than one. Yeah. So it's kind of her fault that I'm even up here, you know? There's many ways to view that. But really, it has been a tremendous ride, both good and bad for our family, and I'm sure all of you guys can kind of relate in different ways. But I was diagnosed at a very young age in 2009, and it was scary. I mean, the amount of information that was out there was very limited. So to have such a great support system to help ground me emotionally and physically and help us get to this place, and fortunately, based on the amount of work that you all have done and the amount of awareness and money has helped me get into remission and stay healthy. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, it's a little emotional. Without further ado, this is my mom, Lisa Jackson. She's getting the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, I brought my tissue, and that part was a surprise. Some great family photos. Maybe if everybody laughs, I'll not cry. So, good evening. I'm Lisa Jackson, and the committee told me that my task tonight was to toot my own horn. That's something I'm not very good at. I do this all for Adam, who in retrospect, he was diagnosed at age 9, so that was not actually 2009, it was July of 2004. I am the math person in the family. So he was diagnosed when he was 9. In retrospect, he probably started showing signs in kindergarten. He became a very picky eater, hated homework, but that's normal kindergarten stuff, right? So it wasn't until he started losing a lot of weight, he lost a lot of blood. His blood count was actually at 7.4 when the doctors told us we needed to go to the hospital immediately. So that's kind of when our journey began. He spent 2.5 years on different drug trials, and not necessarily trials, but different drugs, from the horrible prednisone to Pentacid to probably about 32 pills a day at the age of 9. So it took us 2.5 years, and we finally found Remicade, which has been kind of our saving drug at this point. And Remicade pretty much immediately put him into a remission, and so he's been relatively healthy, getting treatment every 8 weeks, but healthy for the last 14 years. So. So I was inspired to get involved in CCFA after Adam had an opportunity to go to Camp Oasis that was sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. It was a camp at Paul Newman's Painted Turtle in California, and it was a camp for kids that only have Crohn's and colitis, or that week of camp, with kids with Crohn's and colitis. I was honored to be able to chaperone some of those trips to California, and just to listen to the kids that are all between 9 and 16 years old talk about their disease and feel open and what they feel. It was a wonderful experience. He went 5 years in a row, and he just loved it. And while it's been virtual for the last couple years, it's a tremendous program. But it was an opportunity for him to go to camp that didn't cost our family anything. And at that point, I was so impressed with the organization that I just kind of felt like I needed to give back. So at that point, I got involved with the board and have been here again for like 16 years. And I just love it. It's one of those things that I can't quit. Our family as a whole has participated in 16 walks, 5 half marathons. My husband was the runner and I was the fundraiser, including the one with the wig. He ran the half marathon in Nashville, the women's half marathon that benefited the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. So in full uniform, he ran with the wig and the tutu. Yeah. But so we've done that. That was with Team Challenge. Like Dr. Tesler said, it's a wonderful program. We've done 3 Humor to Heals, and now this is our 4th Night of Champions. And my twin sister, in case you get all confused, is here. And she was a great support, Sherry Kinman, in helping us do the whole auction. So she did a lot of that. And we hope you enjoyed it. So I've been involved with the chapter for 16 years, and many of those years have been as the board chairperson. As board chair, I was fortunate to be included in several leadership conferences with our foundation leaders, inspirational physicians, community, and my peers. Members from our board had one of the examples is Shannon actually put together. We had a meeting one year with Congressman David Schweikert, and I was so impressed that he learned a lot about the disease before our meeting, and one of the things I will never forget is how he said that the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation does such a phenomenal job in research and funding on a very low budget, and that our government wishes that more charities would do such an efficient job with their spending. So we have a relatively low budget when you look at a lot of the other more well-known diseases, but we spend our money wisely. I've learned so much since being involved in this foundation. Again, when Adam started, it was prednisone and a lot of other drugs that were more experimental, trial and fail. And the growth in the things that we've learned as a Crohn's and Colitis Foundation have been, the changes have been just life-altering. The progress that's made in such a short time and the treatments that are available change so rapidly. And it's so impressive to be involved for so long and then find all these new avenues and treatments and things like that. So we always hope one day it'll be a cure. So in terms of the Lifetime Achievement Award, I kind of feel like sometimes I haven't achieved much, but I guess it's loyalty and longevity. We've been, as a board member in my tenure, we've been through about 9 different executive directors, lots of board members that are constantly changing. And probably for 1.5 to 2 years of those, I may have been the only board member. But I just could not let this chapter fail and collapse. I think we needed to have a presence, and I just felt like it was my responsibility to be involved and try to help keep it together. I'm happy to say that our most recent executive director, Mary Vrine, has been a godsend, along with Lene. Their dedication and their volunteering have been phenomenal. I can't wait for the new changes that are coming in the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and I'm just so proud to be part of it and proud to accept this award.
Well, while Chelsea's getting ready, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the voice you've been hearing. I'm Christian Kohlberg, and I have the pleasure to be your auctioneer here for this evening. So, yay, we're going to have some... Are you guys getting ready? You ready? Yeah, okay. How many of you have been to an auction before? Keep your hands up for me. Keep your hands up for me. I want to see. Okay, those of you who haven't been to an auction before, look to the left, look to the right. This is how you're going to let an auctioneer know that you're interested in an item. So, our committee's put together 5 live auction items for your consideration, and in addition to that as well, we're going to come and we're going to introduce our champion admission. Special guest will come up, interviewed by a wonderful lady, and then we're going to come and ask you to give consideration to making a direct financial contribution to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, starting at $10,000 going all the way down to $100. Now, there are some rules in terms of an auction when Chelsea and I get ready to introduce each and every one of these items. First, you're going to need your booklet, as this young man is doing right now, looking and going. Open to the back of that booklet, go about 4 pages from the back, open it up, you'll see our live auction items. There'll be a brief description of each and every one of those. Chelsea will also introduce them to you, and on screen you'll see them. And we'll go through each and every one of those. I'll start it out. You tell me where you want to start the bidding process. I'll go once, I'll go twice, I'll give you a fair warning, and when I do, if you're not the winning bidder, if you'll put your hands together with a big round of applause. And so if Miss Jackson wins, everybody's going to be cheering, not only at this table, but the rest of the room. So can you guys help me with that? Yeah, all right, okay, this is good. Now, in addition to that, if someone's bidding at your table, I want enthusiasm at that table to cheer them on, so it's going to be like a little bit of a competition. They're going to bounce back and forth. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea doesn't know this, but I'm going to start this out with a new item that's going to be the first one. So Chelsea, before we get going right here, there was a special little comment a little bit earlier. As you might have heard go, there's some romance in terms of pink sweater, 41 years of marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been promised this autographed can right here by Dr. and Mrs. High is guaranteed for 41 years at least of happiness. I'm going to start this out to see how you guys do in the auction world. I'm going to begin. You tell me where you want to start the bidding. We're going to see who's the winner of the romance can of Coke. All right, here we go. Sorry, no pink sweater. This is the best I could do on short notice. Anybody want to start it out? Tell me where. How much? How much? Where? That's good. I'll take it for that if you want to do. Where do you want to begin, sir? It's Coke. It is Coke. And it is autographed. Yes. Tell me. Any price is a fair price. It's just a fundraiser and the word fun. How much? Where do you want to start? You want to begin there? 2,000, we're going to begin there. Everybody ready? Yeah, I'm shocked too, so give them a big round of applause right now. I like that line. Hold on. All right, Alex, hold on. Give me that line. That's
a Coke and a smile.
There you go. There's both right there. I'm wondering if they have any more cans of Coke right now, so I got it at 2s. Anybody want to go higher than 2? Anybody go higher than 2? 2,500 right here as we go. 25, now 3 to you. 2,500, it is signed, autographed, verified right here. They can validate that these are their signatures on the can, my friend. 3,000 it is now. I've got it at 3. How about to you now? Got to go 3. Want to go 35 right here. No fair getting another Coke and copying these signatures. 3,000 now. Want to go to 35. I've got it at 3. Now 35 to you. You got it at 3. Anybody else want to go to 35? Got it at 3,000 going once, 3,000 then going twice, and the crowd goes crazy when the auctioneer says sold. Let's thank him right here with a big round of applause. Thank you. Doctor right here, can I get a photograph right here? Can I borrow my photographer? We're going to get a photo right here of our winning can of Coke as I turn it over to Chelsea and she introduces our first item. Stay here, hold here. We're going to get a photo right here if I can. You got it looking on the opposite side of the room. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You got it? That's a telephoto lens, and I'm going to, wait, we got to get Mom in there too, so here we go. 41 years of happiness right here, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be loving it up every minute. Here we go. Big smile. You know what's a mic? Give them another big round of applause, if you will, ladies and gentlemen, as we say thank you. I'm going to get a bid number.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Chelsea Dam. I am a committee member on the Night of Champions Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I was diagnosed with Crohn's 10 years ago, the summer before my senior year of college. I will echo Dr. Tesler, and I have done 2 team challenge half marathons, and my younger sister will be running the New York City Marathon in honor of me next year. Yeah, well, she's got to run a lot. I only do the half marathons. I am excited to be your live auction host. I will say I am an engineer by day, so let's keep the bar low on my public speaking skills. But just as Christian said, I will be announcing them, and then you'll follow as he delivers the auction. So first off is our greatest show on grass. I feel like I need to hold this. I'm sorry. I got it. All right, this package includes 4 hole 16 Sky Lounge credentials for Sunday, February 13th, 2022, and 1 reserve parking pass is included. The Skybox Lounge has a breakfast bar and a lunch buffet. I don't know have you guys been to the 16th hole before? Some of you guys, yeah? Well, the Skybox Lounge will allow you to see from tee to green unobstructed. No crazy kids in front of you screaming their faces off in weird outfits. This will allow you to experience this unlike anyone else. The 16th hole is the most exciting hole on the PGA Tour. It is completely surrounded by grandstands, which is nicknamed the Coliseum. Over 20,000 spectators are viewing this tee. So you can imagine a hole-in-one. The entire Scottsdale Air Park erupts. Everyone can hear it from miles away. But when you miss the green, ooh, I think that's what burned Tiger a few years ago. He hasn't been back. All right, Christian, take it away.
All right, Chelsea, here we go. It's doing great. All right, anybody want to start me out? Any price is a fair price. Golfers in the room, here we go. 1,000 I got. You guys ready? You ready? 1,000 I got. Anybody want to go to 15? Get it 1 here. Anybody want to go to 15? Get it to 15 now. Want to go to 2? Get it to 2. Anybody want to go to 25? Get it to 2 here. 25 now. I don't hear any enthusiasm cheering him on at the table, telling him we're going to do. 25 I've got. 25. Anybody want to go to 3? Get it to 25. Anybody want to go to 3? Get it to 25. Anybody want to go to 3 first here now? 35 to you. Get it to 3. Want to go to 35? 35 it is now. Where's the cheering? Let's go. 35 now. Want to go to 4? Get it to 35. 35 now. Want to go to 4? Get it to 35 now. Want to go to 4? Get it to 35. Want to go to 4? Get it to 35. Want to go to 4? She's looking at you for some reinforcement. Let her know it's okay. All right, would you? 35 now. Don't turn your back on her. She just wants to help. 35. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it to 35. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it to 35 now. Want to go to 4? Get it to 35. Anybody want to go 4? 35. I got thing going once. 35 it is going. Oh, they're having a conversation. Hold on. Let's wait. Sweetheart, I love you. What do you want to shoot? 4,000, he's back in. Give him some love. Let him know it's okay. 4 now. Want to go to 45? Get it to 4. Anybody want to go to 45? Get it to 4. Anybody want to go to 45? Get it to 4. 4 now here. Smile a little bigger. You're in the lead. 4,000 now. Anybody want to go to 45? Get it to 4 here. Want to get it to 4 now? 4 now. He likes tennis better than golf, but thank you for the support. 4,000 now. Anybody want to go to 45? Get it to 4. Then going once, twice. Fair warning. Sold. Let's thank him with a big round of applause. He's there. You knew it was yours all along. You wanted it. He's got it in his interval. Chelsea, back to you for bidder number 119. 119. Chelsea, what's next?
Alrighty. Congratulations. All right, we're sticking to the golf theme right now. Our next live auction item is our Pine Canyon Experience. Escape to Flagstaff in the beauty of Pine Canyon, a private residential golf community. Your stay includes 1 night stay in a luxurious cabin up to 4 people and includes a round of golf for 4 on the community's private course. Thank you, Pine Canyon, for your generous donation. And I know there's a couple golfers in here, but I'm going to give you some tips, all right? So, hole 7, it's called Pine Canyon, surname. You're going to need to favor the right side of the fairway for your best birdie opportunity. It's a reachable par 5, but you're going to need to be accurate on this one. And my last tip, I don't want to give all my secrets away. Hole 11, Eagle's Nest. Pick the right club. Put a smooth swing on that guy. Going left or long, you're going to end up in the water. All right, Christian, take it away.
Thank you, Chelsea. Yeah. Engineers dissecting a golf course, only way engineers can, right? All right. Anybody want to start me out on this one? Yeah. All right. Here we go. Any price is a good price. Yes, sir. 1 or 2? 2. Wait, what do you mean, ooh? I was just clarifying. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 2,000 it is. Make sure it's okay with her before I begin, or I'm going to get abused a little bit later. All right, fair enough. 2,000 now. Anybody want to go to 25? Get it to 2. Anybody go 25? Get it to 25. Thank you now. Yes, you get bonus points right here. 2 now, 25. Now want to go to 3. Get it to 25. I get it here. Get it to 25. Anybody want to go to 3? Get it to 25. Now want to go to 3. 25. Now want to go to 3. If you had somebody sitting next to you in a red dress cheering you on, you might bid higher. 25. Anybody want to go to 3? Get it to 25. Anybody? Oh, it is red. Wow, what a coincidence. 25. Anybody want to go to 3? Get it to 25. Now want to go to 3. Get it to 25. Anybody go? 3,000 new bid in. Let's let them know we love them. 3 now. Anybody want to go to 35? Get it at 3. Want to go to 35? Get it at 3. Now want to go to 35. 35, he's there. 35 now. Anybody go to 4? Get it at 35. Now want to go to 4. No, you're happy too. You're in on this. Make it a good. 35 now. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it at 35. Anybody go 4? Get it at 35. Now 4 to you. 35 now. Want to go to 4. She's having dessert. Let's wait. Hold on. 35 now. Want to go to 4. Get it at 35. Anybody go 4? 35. I got then once. 35 it is then twice. Fair warning. Here. Rest of the room. And the crowd goes crazy when the auctioneer says sold. Let's thank him right here. Bidder number 137. Chelsea, keep it going. What's next? Oh, the cat's going
All right, y'all. It's time. My personal favorite, I was born and raised in Virginia, so my accent's going to change real quick, so y'all buckle up. This is for Stagecoach Music Festival. These are 4 VIP tickets allowing all access. California Stagecoach Festival is in Indio, California, and will return April 29th through May 1st of 2022. The country music headliners are Thomas Rhett, Carrie Underwood, and Luke Combs. These passes are not available to the public. If you go online, you cannot find them. They are impossible to find because they are so exclusive. You get all access with this pass, and it also includes parking. And in addition to this package, it also includes a $500 gift certificate from Cruise America towards the rental of a Class C RV. Passes for Stagecoach Music Festival have been donated by Mark Kaplan, and the RV rental is being provided by Cruise America RV Rentals. All right, not only do you get to hear Thomas Rhett, Carrie Underwood, Luke Combs, but you also get to hear some of these folks that some of you may know. Brandy Carlisle, Jordan Davis, Maren Morris, Midland, Ryan Hurd, Maren's husband, Thomas Rhett, Hardy, Mitchell Tenpenny, Lee Bryce, Brothers Osborne, Lainey Wilson, Lindsay L., The Mavericks, Low Cash, Smokey Robinson, Cody Johnson. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? All the boot stomping you could do. Christian, take it away.
Here we go. It's always good when eye candy can sing. It makes it even more enjoyable, right? All right, so here we go. All right, anybody in the room have cattle? All right, I just want to know where the Buckaroos are because they've got the Bucks. All right, so let's begin. Anybody want to start it out? Country and Western fans, where do you want to go? Yes, sir. Where do you want to go, Jay? $3 million. Very generous and very kind. Thank you. You got to put zeros on the end. 3,000. We're going to go. Get it at 3. That's all right. Let them know we love them. Cheer them up. It's a good thing. 3,000 it goes. Anybody want to go to 35? Get it to 35. Now want to go to 4. Get it to 35. Want to go to 4. Get it to 35 here. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it to 4 first here. 4 now want to go to 45. Get it to 4 here. 45 it is now. Go 5. 45 now want to go to 5. 45 now want to go to 5. 5,000 it is now. Cheer them on. 5 now here. Let's go. I like this enthusiasm here. 5,000 now want to go to 55. Get it to 5 here. Want to go to 55. Yes it is. 55 now want to go to 6. I get it at 6. 6,000 it is. 6 now want to go to 65. Get it at 6 now. 65. Yes. 65 now want to go to 7, get it here. 7,000 now goes 75. 7 now want to get a 75, get it at 7 here now. 75 to you, get it at 7 now. 7,500, here we go. 8,000 it is. 8 now go 85. Get it at 8, want to go to 85. Get it at 8, want to go to 85. Get it at 8 here. Now go 85. Should he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, 85 now go 9. 85 now want to get a 9,000 it is. 9 now want to get a 95. Get it at 9 now want to get a 95. Get it at 9 now want to get a 95. Get it at 9. Romeo, please. Your Juliet wants to go. 9 now, want to go to 95. Got it at 9 here. Anybody want to go to 95? Got it at 9 here. Anybody want to go to 95? Got it at 9, then going once. 9,000 it is going twice. Fair warning here. Rest of the room, and the crowd goes crazy when the auctioneer says sold. Let's thank him right here. Jason's got it, my friend. Congratulations. Thank you, my friend. 141, 141. Give him a little more love, ladies and gentlemen, if you will. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Let's keep it going. Chelsea, what's next?
All right. I did mention earlier I was a runner, so when I asked to wear this, they said no. Our next live auction is our stunning diamond necklace. The Marquise Diamond Halo pendant with a stunning diamond station necklace. Sorry. The total weight of the pendant and necklace is just under 1.5 carats, and the Marquise Center diamond is over 0.5 carat. This is graciously donated by Andrew Z. Fine Diamonds and Lisa Jackson. Thank you.
All right, I got a little assistant right here who's going to be even more famous after she walks around. Introduce yourself to everybody. We're going to see you a little bit later, but tell them who you are.
Lexi.
And Lexi, just Lexi, give me an initial on the last name.
Lexi S.
Lexi S. And how are you connected to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation?
My brother's the 2021 champion of Mission.
There you go. And we're going to have a chance just to meet him in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. So, Lexi, have you ever been a model before? I think you might have been. No? Okay, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Lexi. Here she goes. Her first modeling experience, helping her brother and everybody else with Crohn's and Colitis. Continue to walk around the room, look at everybody, compliment them on their dress, how handsome they look, what a lovely couple they make, and especially when they come over here, say, that looks like a very expensive can of Coke. All right? All right, here we go. On the jewelry, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody want to start it out? Let's go. Keep walking, keep smiling. That's what helps sells it. All right, who wants to begin? 1,000 I've got, here we go. Got it at 1,000 now. Anybody want to go to 15? Get it at 15 now. Anybody want to go to 2? Get it at 15 now. Want to go to 2? Get it at 2. New bid in. Get it at 2. Anybody want to go to 25? Get it at 2 here. 2 now. Want to go to 25. Lexi, she's bidding. Let her look. Right here. 2 now. Want to go to 25. Get it at 2. Want to go to 25. Get it at 25. Lexi, over here now. 25 here. Get it at now. 25. Come on, you got to move quicker. Don't wear high heels so next time. 2,500 I got now. Turn this way, smile, say this would look absolutely lovely on you. That's beautiful. 2,500. Now I want to go to 3, get it to 3. Now run back over here, say it would look even more beautiful on you. Hurry. 25 I've got. Now I want to go to 3, get it to 25. Now say.
That would look lovely on you.
There you go, 3,000. 3,000 it is. 3,000 it is. Anybody want to go? No, stay there. Stay there. She's in the lead right now. 3,000 now. 3,000 now. 3 I've got. Anybody want to go to 35? Get it at 3. Anybody want to go to 3,500 it is. Coming this way. 3,500. 35 now. 35. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it at 35. 3,500 I got. 35 it is. 35 it is right here. Got it at 35. Anybody want to go to 4? 35 I've got. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it at 35. Anybody want to go to 4? 3,500 I got. Thing going once. 4,000 behind me now. 4 it is. Go 45. 4 it is. Want to go 45? 4 I've got. Now 45 to you. 4 now. Want to go to 45. Get it to 4 here. Anybody want to go to 45? 4,500 it is. 45 now. Want to go to 5. 45 now. Want to go to 5. 45 now. Want to go to 5. Get it to 45.
That would look lovely.
Wait, hold on. Everybody's got to hear your famous words of wisdom.
That would look lovely on your loved one.
There you go. 4,500. 45, I got. Anybody want to go to 5? 45, I've got. Anybody want to go to 5? You are good. I'm going to take you on the road. 45, anybody want to go to 5? Got it at 45, then going once, twice. Fair warning here. Rest of the room. So let's thank him right here, ladies and gentlemen, with a big round of applause. Lexi, give him a shake of your hand. Tell him thank you. Just put that right there. We know he's good for it. Bidder number 108. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a reminder. We need another big hand for Lexi and her first modeling job right here, if you will. And I wanted to point out one thing. Lexi, hold up the necklace again, if you will. I just wanted to point out something that was a little promination a little bit earlier. 41 years of love right here in a can, and all of a sudden we get a golden diamond necklace right here, right? So that's there. Thanks, I appreciate it, as always. Lexi, thanks. I appreciate it. We're going to get you back as Chelsea introduces our next item. Chelsea, what do we got?
All right, guys, this is our last live auction item. This has been so much fun. Thank you guys so much. Our last auction item is Sky Ranch Lodge, an ATV rental. Fall in love with the Red Rock. This package includes a 2-night stay for 2 guests at the Sky Ranch Lodge Resort in Sedona, Arizona. Also included is an ATV rental from Sedona ATV Rentals to let you explore the area in style, and a restaurant gift card for dinner. This is valid Sunday through Thursday based on availability. Holidays and weekends are excluded. Packages available. Just kidding. Thank you so much to Thomas Bruge for this generous donation.
Chelsea, thank you. All right, here we go. She's just got props of all kinds here, so this is a great thing. All right, here we go. Anybody want to start me out? Any price is fair price. Adam, you thinking about it? Have your dad take you. He owes you all the years of abuse. Yes, where? 500, I got. Anybody want to go to 1? Get it to 5, now go 1,000. Now I want to go to 15. Get it to 15. Anybody want to go to 2? Get it to 15. Anybody want to go to 2? 15, now 2 it is. 2 now, I want to go to 25. Get it to 25. Want to go to 3. Get it to 25. Anybody want to go to 3? Get it to 25. Now 3 it is. 3 now, want to go to 35. 35 it is. Here we go. Want to go to 4. Get it to 35. It's okay to cheer him on. It's all right. Make all the noise you want. 35 now, want to go to 4. 35 I've got now, want to go to 4. Get it at 35 here. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it at 35. Anybody want to go to 4? Get it at 35. Anybody want to go to 4? 35 I've got. Anybody want to go to 4? 35 it is then once. 35 it is twice. Fair warning here, here, rest of the room. Let's thank our winner here and all our winners tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you will. Bidder number 147, if you got. She's been trying all night long, so it's a blessing to have her win it as well. So it's a good thing. Well, you know, hang around with him. He'll set a good example. So ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to go into our fund mission, it's my pleasure to ask to come to the stage Dr. Patel and the team from the Phoenix Children's Hospital to help us introduce our champion of mission. Dr. Patel.
Guys, thanks everybody. It's been a great event so far. Thanks for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation for hosting this incredible event. I recently moved here to Phoenix and am honored to be part of the incredible event and incredible foundation. When I look around tonight, one word comes to mind: family and community. And that's what events like this and the support that events like this bring to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. A community that for me has welcomed me and my family here to Arizona. I'm honored to be part of the board and help continue to advance the mission here in Arizona. A member of our medical community, I insisted that I drag all these people up here with me because rarely taking care of our patients is the job of one physician or one provider. So, you know, the people you see behind me are part of our team, the surgeons and the physicians and the dietitians and our research coordinator. All of these people are involved in the everyday care of our children, and I know similarly for adults across the valley. A community of supporters like yourselves. This auction event was amazing. I've never seen a can of Coke go for that much. And I like Diet Coke. That's amazing. Seriously, I should have been 1 Bitcoin for that. But it is a community of supporters, a family of supporters, a family of people who share the same passion and the same mission. And our mission is to find a cure for this disease and make that dream a reality where we can actually find a cure for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. So last but not least, we do it for the community of our patients and our families. You've heard physicians, moms, you've heard people say that over and over again. Everything we do is for our patients and our families. I was lucky to meet our champion of mission, Braden Schindler, this last year. It was actually kind of luck. I happened to cover service for a colleague of mine that wanted to go volunteer in New York during COVID. So I did her week of service, and it happened to be the week that, one of the weeks, I know it wasn't just 1 week, Braden, but one of the weeks that Braden was in the hospital. And we hit it off pretty immediately. We both love sports and talked about sports quite a bit. And someone else walked in the room, you know, him and I are sitting there just talking about sports. You might not realize that he had been admitted for weeks or that he might have a surgery in his near future. That's the amazing thing about our patients, adults and pediatrics alike, their sense of resilience and their hope for a better tomorrow. We would sit and chat every day, talking about sports or me maybe trying to get some Madden in when I had to round. But he really exemplifies one of my favorite sayings that I tell kids all the time. IBD may be a part of you, but it doesn't define you. It doesn't define you 1 second, 1 day, 1 hour. It's about what you do that makes a difference. And the passion I see with him definitely flows from his parents, Abby and Buzzy, who are amazing and always so positive and supportive for everything he does, but incredibly supportive, as you see tonight, for the foundation. So it's my honor to introduce our champion of mission, Braden Schindler. If you could please turn your eyes to the screen for a couple of special messages.
Booker the other way, 2-point lead, through traffic, got the string.
My name is Lexi Schindler, and I am here to interview Braden Schindler, our 2021 Crohn's and Colitis Foundation Southwest Chapter Champion of Mission. Here's our champion straight off the court.
Hi there, my name is Braden, and I'm 14 years old, and I have ulcerative colitis.
How old were you when you were diagnosed with ulcerative colitis?
Well, I was 12 years old and in 7th grade when I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. It was a difficult year, spent January through November of 2020 in and out of the hospital.
That must have been very tough. No wonder you're the champion of mission. So, why were you in the hospital for so long?
Well, I have another autoimmune disease that I was originally born with called eosinophilic gastrointestinal disorder. Unfortunately, I've been dealing with medical issues my entire life. So when I became sick in January of 2020, we were not sure whether it was related to my other illness or not. Since I was not getting any better, my doctors admitted me to the hospital, and where I went through several tests and procedures that led to my diagnosis. I started infusion treatments once I was diagnosed, but unfortunately my condition became worse each day, despite the various treatments.
Oh, there you are. So, how did you handle all that you were going through with your health, in addition to the impact that COVID had on just about everyone?
It was not easy. I was attending online school. I was so sick that I could barely get out of bed for months. My body ached so much, I was running nonstop back and forth to the bathroom and vomiting nonstop. Due to all of my energy being lost because of blood loss, COVID made the situation worse. Because when I was in the hospital, I was not allowed to leave my room and could only have one parent with me at a time with no visitors. This was also difficult on my family since both my parents were working full-time and taking turns staying with me and my sister.
What did your doctors do to help you?
I have an amazing team of doctors at Phoenix Children's Hospital, and my pediatrician is also the best too. They treated me with a couple different infusion treatments for about 7 months to try to stop the inflammation and bleeding that was coming from my colon. Unfortunately, those treatments failed, and I kept needing emergency blood transfusions due to the significant amount of blood loss. At that point, doctors had no choice but to remove my colon, which required 3 surgeries. I had an ostomy bag for about 4 months until the last surgery. This was not fun way to start my teenage years.
How did you pass the time when you were in the hospital?
I am very thankful for all the wonderful doctors, residents, nurses, and child life specialists who took excellent care of me and found ways to entertain kids like me in the hospital. Fortunately, I had an Xbox in my room, a basketball hoop, and a lot of Legos. I became an expert at playing games. I also liked to FaceTime friends and family so I wouldn't get too lonely.
I'm so sorry to hear that you had to deal with all of this. I know it was a lot for you and the entire family to go through. I see that you like to play basketball. What are some of your other interests?
I enjoy playing all sports. I also love to be with my friends and family. Disneyland is one of my favorite places to visit, especially since it's the happiest place on earth. Speaking of, I have a joke for you. Why was Tigger looking in the toilet?
To find poo.
Ha!
How are you feeling today, living life without a colon?
I'm feeling much better than I did a year ago. I've gained weight and I've also grown a lot taller. I do have to be careful what I do on a daily basis. For example, I need to make sure that I can stay hydrated. I am also at risk for blockages and infections.
On that note, do you have any closing remarks?
A special thank you to everyone for joining us this evening, whether in person or virtually, for this amazing event. I am truly honored that the foundation chose me to be the champion of missions. Any amount, large or small, that you can contribute to this Crohn's Colitis Foundation would be greatly appreciated. Your donations can help to fund a child's experience at Camp Oasis. I was fortunate enough this year to attend Camp Oasis. I had so much fun. It helped me to become more educated about my disease, and we participate in fun activities where we get to meet other kids who are going through a similar situation. My goal is to attend the camp in person next summer, and with your support, so many kids will experience the camp and will develop relationships that will last a lifetime. Your support will help the foundation to take steps closer to finding more options for treatments and hopefully a cure one day.
Thank you again for honoring my brother and for being here tonight. We truly appreciate your support of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I'm Lexi Schindler, correspondent for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And now, back to the studio.
Hi everyone in Arizona, I'm Jill Raddick, Braden Schindler's aunt. And I have a special message from all of us here in Texas.
Hi everyone at the Arizona CCFA Night of Champions. We are Cook Children's GI team and friends from Fort Worth, Texas. We want to show our support for CCFA and give a big shout out to Braden Schindler. He's an inspiration to all of us, whether you are living with, supporting, or treating IBD. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations!
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Street light people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Braden and his family to the stage.
So there we go. Okay, now make sure you stay close to the mic. Okay. Got it.
Hi everyone. What an amazing night this has been. Thank you all for joining us. We are very appreciative of your time, consideration, and efforts in raising awareness for those afflicted and impacted by Crohn's colitis and other inflammatory bowel diseases. My mom, dad, and brother said that if they gave a speech tonight, they likely would tear up. We forgot our box of tissues, so I volunteered to speak to you on our family's behalf. My name is Lexi Schindler, and I'm 10 years old. I'm also known as Braden's sister, and those close to our family might refer to me as the smart one. I'm teasing, of course, but I do want to share with you this evening why I believe my brother is a role model and champion of mission. In total last year, among the threat and uncertainties of COVID-19, remote work for my parents, online school for us kids, the passing of my grandfather, and the diagnosis of cancer and care for our eldest dog, Chloe, my brother Braden spent several months in the aggregate in the hospital. In fact, many times last year, my brother was laying in a hospital bed and was so severely sick that he struggled to walk a short distance of 10 foot. To make it to the bathroom while being hunched over in excruciating pain. There were many days where he had to go to the bathroom upwards of 10 to 12 times a day, losing significant blood with every stool, vomiting and developing fissures and sores on his bottom with each additional trip to the bathroom. He often was hooked up to a PICC line for his sole source of nutrition in order to rest his GI system. He also was receiving Lovenox shots twice per day to prevent blood clots, so his legs were full of bruises. He lost so much weight that he was little more than skin and bones, was as pale as a ghost, and had absolutely no energy. It broke my heart to see my older brother suffer like this. After several tests, procedures, and treatments, Braden was diagnosed with his second autoimmune disease, ulcerative colitis, at the young age of 12. Despite months of treatments, Braden was losing so much blood and kept needing emergency blood transfusions. This all ended with a colectomy and an ostomy bag at age 13, which was not the best way for someone to enter their teenage years. I remember occasions when his ostomy bag would leak or explode in the middle of the night, and my parents would be up through the night changing and refitting the ostomy bag, washing bed sheets, and delivering medications and subcutaneous fluids to our sick dog through all hours of the day and evening. We certainly never expected that Braden would spend almost the entire year in 2020 in and out of the hospital, doctors' visits, testing, and related procedures. To make matters worse, due to COVID restrictions, friends and family could not visit, and my parents took turns spending each night with me and my brother, all while working full-time and trying to help us navigate online school. It was a very difficult year for Braden and our entire family. I missed my brother when he was in the hospital. It was very quiet around our house, which was unusual. The only way I could see him was through FaceTime. I'm not sure if he missed me, but I know that his only wish was to see our dogs. We were not used to being apart as a family. The year 2020 was tough for everyone, but no child, sibling, or parent should have to go through what our family experienced in 2020. Braden has shown me resilience, and that when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. He never once asked, "Why me?" or questioned why he had been diagnosed with not one, but 2 lifelong autoimmune diseases. One of the first things Braden did when he went back to school was to initiate a fundraiser to benefit the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. This way, he could raise awareness and hopefully help others, so they would not have to go through what he did. Tonight is very special for all of us to see that Braden is no longer in the hospital. He is growing, he is back in school, and much to his satisfaction, he's playing sports again. This is quite an accomplishment for someone who could barely walk a year ago. We owe all of this to everyone here tonight who supports the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. It is a tremendous honor for the Southwest chapter of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation to recognize my brother as the 2021 Champion of Mission. Thank you again to all the wonderful doctors, our family, friends, and everyone here who is in person and watching virtually for supporting Braden and so many others who suffer from these debilitating diseases. Together, we can all be champions in the mission to raise funds and awareness. And Braden and our entire family want you to know that you're truly making a difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Braden, his beautiful sister Lexi, mom and dad, ladies and gentlemen. So ladies and gentlemen, as Lexi's challenged each and every one of you, we come to what we call our fund a mission. Now, those who have been involved with us before will come to ask that you give a direct donation to support Crohn's and Colitis. Chelsea and I are going to introduce 7 different levels for your consideration, starting at 10,000, going to 5, 25, 1,000, 500, 250, and then we go down to 100. And any donor who makes a donation here this evening, I'm going to ask that you just hold on to that bid paddle. We're going to put them into a drawing here a little bit later, and then Braden's going to draw for a special little thank you gift for all of our donors throughout this as well, which is a private in-home wine tasting for 12 people. We're going to give you 8 additional bottles of wine. We're going to give you a bag and all those good things here as well. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, what I've asked Chelsea in the chapter to do is just tell you and share with you a brief example on each and every gift and donation level. So as we get ready to start at 10,000, I'm going to turn it back over to Chelsea to share with us what a gift at this level would enable the foundation to do. Chelsea?
All right. I'm going to go off script for a second because I'm just overcome a little bit. So I was asking someone how to introduce myself earlier, and they suggested Crohn's patient. And I've never described myself as a patient. I've always described myself as a Crohn's warrior. You are a warrior. I'm a warrior. Everyone in this room who's affected by these diseases, we're warriors because we're not going to stop fighting until we beat this. So, on that note, our starting Fund the Mission is a gift of $10,000. This will assist us in continuing to advance our important work in research and developing new treatments. Your participation during this community giving moment allows the foundation to invest $31 million in over 200 research projects.
Chelsea, thank you. And thank you for your kind words and sharing your personal story. We love that. Because we're all affected by that, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's Brendan, whether you're the sister there giving up your brother some love, or you're an engineer designing airplanes around the world. IBD can affect each and every one of us, and we have the ability tonight to make an impact. So we're going to come to you and ask at this starting level at 10,000, is there anybody that could provide a gift at 10,000 to help us here this evening? We'll put it out for consideration right here. Well, hold on. Just don't be so modest. Hold it up because we want to applaud and give you a round of love. Let's thank Jay to bidder number 141. 141 at 10, ladies and gentlemen. No, I need a little more love. That's $10,000, ladies and gentlemen, as we say thank you. And we come over. Julie's jumping in, bidder number 158. Let's say thank you. A little more thunderous applause as we go. 2 gifts are there. And as well as we say thank you to the bidder number 148. 148. 3 gifts at 10 gives us $30,000, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Let's have a big round of applause for them, if you will, please. You bet. And as we go and you're online, don't forget that you can pledge at any point in time if you're watching it from home on your One Cause format, and that'll tally up on the screen here as well for us well. So now as we look at our next level at 5,000, Chelsea, what a gift at this level enable us to do?
All right, a gift at $5,000 will help ensure patients have access to care by passing legislation on the state and federal levels. Legislation like the step therapy reform bills that we are working on to pass would go a long way towards ensuring that patients have access to the treatments they need when they need them. And thanks to your support, the foundation was instrumental in passing the step reform law here in Arizona in 2021, potentially impacting thousands of patients.
Chelsea, thank you. Now, you bet. Go ahead. It's all right to give them a lot of love. We're working all year long, ladies and gentlemen. You know that how it goes. And as we come to the level at 5,000, anybody help us with a gift of 5? You bet. Bidder number 127. 127. Let's say thank you right there. Come on. It's $5,000, if you will. Okay. Bidder 127 says, you know what? Let's not only do 1, let's do 2. So 5 now becomes 10 right there, ladies and gentlemen. So we say thank you. Bidder number 148. 148 coming in at 5. Ladies and gentlemen, say thank you to them again. They've jumped in to help us. And as we go, bidder number... Do I have 150? 150. Thank you, ma'am. Let's say thank you there. Mrs. Jackson's jumping in. Bidder number 147. 157. Scratch 147. It's 157. 157. There's 4 gifts at 5. Anybody else in the room at 5? Then with 3 gifts at 10 is 30, and here is 4 is 20, it's 50. Let's continue with the generous love and applause and say thank you to our $5,000 donors right here, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea, let's continue on. What would a gift at $2,500 enable us to do?
All right, a gift of $2,500 will help support the foundation's work through programs like IBD Chorus, which is working to improve patient care by helping patients and providers work together to achieve treatment goals. We're also working to improve patient quality of life by funding research to better understand the role of diet in IBD through Precision Nutrition Initiative, and support novel and innovative product development through IBD Ventures.
Thank you, Chelsea. So at $2,500, we'll put it out for consideration. Anybody in the room help us with a gift of $25? This table's jumping in right now. Let's say thank you. Bidder number 117, 117, 149, 149, 149, 227, 227. There's 3 right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue on. 3 gifts at 25 gives us an additional $7,500 at this level. Anybody else in the room at 25? You bet. Bidder number 216. Let's say thank you, ma'am. 216. There's an additional $10,000. Let's thank these 4 donors with a big round of applause, if you will, please. All right, Chelsea, keep it going. How about our next level?
All right, a gift of $1,000 can continue to accelerate our research projects forward. We've invested over $400 million in research projects since the foundation's inception. Every $1,000 counts. We need your support to continue our vital work.
Chelsea, thank you. So as we look at this level at 1,000, ladies and gentlemen, anybody help us with it? Wow, the cards are going up. Let's go. I'm not going to be able to. Okay. Yeah, this is amazing. Okay. Oh. All right, let's start it out in the room. Now, do me a favor, since I'm not going to get her able around to say thank you. If you're sitting next to someone who's got their bid paddle up now, just look to them, shake their hand, tell them thank you on behalf of the organization, if you will. Here we go. Bidder number 156, 156, 211, 211, 159, 159, 213, 213, 145, 145. There's 5. 126, 126, 112, 112, 144, 144, 218, 218, 304, 304. There's 10 gifts at 1,000. Bidder number 147, 147, 214, 214. Right we go. There's 12, 215, 215. Right here. There's 13. As we're going to continue on, I'm waiting for the youngest bidder in the room to raise her paddle up higher. With the close of all at 1,000, let's say thanks to Lexi and all of our $1,000 donors. Bidder number 164, 164, $14,000 in additional funding for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. 83,000. We might get to 100. Let's see if we can do it. Chelsea, what's our next level?
All right, a gift of $500 can help our pediatric patients cope with the day-to-day challenges of IBD. Braden shared his experience with Camp Oasis, allowing a week-long opportunity for kids with IBD to meet other patients like themselves, learn independence and coping strategies, and be cared for by IBD professionals at minimal cost to their families. Generous donors, like you, helped fund scholarships for some of our campers. These scholarships allowed us to provide this experience to children in need so that no child would be turned away because of financial obstacles. Your $500 gift is part and parcel of sending a child to Camp Oasis.
Yeah, this is a wonderful thing. How many of you have been to Camp Oasis before? How many have you've been a camper? I know, that's unfair. All right, doctor, I know you've been there helping as well. A wonderful experience, a wonderful time. It's just camp, but it's supervised in terms of kids that have IBD and everybody else that's there. So can we send another kid to camp? Let's find out. At 500, anybody help us with a gift? You bet. Holy mackerel. Okay, here we go again. 240-240-111-151-151-151-116-1161, 137, 137, 143, 143, 126, 126, 138, 138, 131, 131, 146, 146. There's 10 of them right now going to camp. 171, 171, 162, 162. I've got 12. Anybody else at 5? Here we go. Let's thank these 12 donors with a big round of applause, please. Chelsea, keep it going.
All right. The foundation is an organization that is great stewards of your donation. Every year, more than 80 cents of every dollar raised is invested in mission-related activities, making the foundation one of the most effective nonprofits in the industry. Who will give at $250?
All right, don't forget if you're pledging online at home, we're at 90,000. Maybe we'll get 100. Let's see if we can hit it. Let's we go at 250. It's bidder number 241 starting us out. 241, 160, 160, 140, 140, 123, 123. There's 4 right now. Another $1,000 towards the toll. Anybody else want to jump in at this level? I've got 4. Here we go. Then let's give these 4 donors a big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Bidder number 247 jumping in. 247 jumps in as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we get to our last level, and Chelsea introduces that, do me a favor, one representative each of the table, if you've made a pledge towards our fund mission here tonight, if you could collect those cards for me, Braden, Lexi, what I'd like you to do is go around the room, and at each table, pick up those paddles. You are a bidder, so you get it, but if you win the wine tasting, Mom and Dad get it, and you don't. So, all right, so I need you to stand up for me. Braden, I need your help. Go around. There'll be a representative at each table. You're going to collect these bid cards for me and then bring them back up, and then you and your brother are going to draw one winner. So everybody that's pledged at the table, they're going to give you cards. So see Mrs. Jackson? She's going to give you everybody at her table, so pick up those cards. Braden, go that way. Sweep the room. We get to a $100 level. Chelsea, tell me, what do we do and what can the impact that a $100 level help us with?
Well, if you haven't donated yet, or even if you have, please consider making a final $100 donation right now to provide hope to all of the IBD warriors, like Braden, Kara, Adam, Brady, Laura, myself, and all of the other warriors in this room with us this evening and tuning in virtually.
I like the little trick on the fold here on that. You know, we can draw that. Okay. All right, so here's we go as we look at our last level, ladies and gentlemen. At 100, anybody help us with a gift? How about $100? Let's put it out for consideration. Raise it up. You're in the drawing just as well, because every gift is an important gift. Anybody at 100? Right here, bidder number 128. Let's go. 128, 134. Braden, grab that for me as well. Go there. There's 2 gifts there. Anybody else at 100? Anybody else online as well? How are we doing on the trolley, if we could see that? And we'll go over here on the far left. Turn it for me just a ways on the side. Bidder number 231, 231, you're in it as well.
Hey, Mark.
I'm sorry?
Hey, this is Jeremy over here at the AV table with Karma Event Productions. We'd like to donate 100. We don't have a bidder paddle, but we want to make sure we give 100.
All right, guys, thanks for everything.
Yeah, thank you.
I was like a mystery voice from God. This is really going to be an important evening tonight. I like that. As we go, 91,000, we're going to there. Bidder number 224 jumping in this as well to help us. 224, can you grab that one? Braden, Lexi, let's go. Anybody else? We got 5 gifts at this level and all the others. Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's thank all of our donors and get ready to do a little drawing right here. Big round of applause for everybody who donated $90,000 towards helping us tonight. So, Lexi, Braden, come on up. Need you on stage. I got a few more. And Chelsea, don't run away yet, as we want to say thanks to you. Ladies and gentlemen, help us and thank Chelsea for being our auction hostess here this evening as we go. All right. Mix these up. One of you close your eyes. The other one shuffle them like a deck of cards. Have you ever played cards before? Braden, you're older. You've probably played poker a lot. So shuffle those up. Mix them there. Lexi, turn around. All right? And then what you're going to do is he shuffles all of those cards up. They didn't drop any of them. What you're going to do is you're going to put your left hand back behind your back. And your brother's going to put the cards close to you right here after he's done shuffling. Yeah, okay, fold. Hope you didn't bet big on that part. Remember, we're going to get an in-home wine tasting for 8 bottles of wine. You're going to bring those over, shuffle those, fan those out right here where your sister's hand is, right here. You're going to put your hand back while you're facing forward. You're going to put your hand back. You're going to grab one of those cards that your brother's shuffling out now. Pick one. Pick the folded one. If you want her to draw yours, make a little noise for her. Oh, there's like 5 of you. Okay, all right. So, hide that number, turn around, get ready. Who's going to announce it? We didn't get to hear your wonderful voice a little bit earlier. Braden, tell me, who is our winner? Bidder number?
137.
137, where are you? Wave to me. You've got it. She's one of our bidders in our live auction here as well. Let's say thank you to them, ladies and gentlemen. My gosh, stay on stage right here. I've got Julie's going to come up. We'd like to say some goodnight, but I'd like to leave and say with a warm heartfelt thank you. Thanks for having me. It's been fun. You guys are a real blessing, and it's been a joy to be here with you. Let's turn it back to Julie right now. She says goodnight. Guys, stay here on stage. Julie's going to come up here as well.
Just a quick thank you from the bottom of our heart to everyone. We didn't imagine this night to be such a wonderful success and such a community. Thank you for coming together to really help all of us. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.